This is Stephanie Slagle doing lesson 1.02 for my U.S. government class. And the person I'll be interviewing is my father's colleague, Lafi Jordan, a naturalized U.S. citizen originally from South Africa, now living in North Carolina. Hello.
Good afternoon.
So, my first question for you is, what inspired you to become a U.S. citizen?
It was really something that I wanted to do because I believed in the principles embodied in the Constitution of the U.S. The things that the country stands for are things to which I can relate. Those were the things that I thought about before I decided to apply to become a citizen.
Okay. What steps did you have to take as part of the naturalization process?
You have to be in a certain immigration status before you can apply. In my case, I had a green card and I had to have had it for, I think, 5 years. And then you can apply to become a naturalized citizen. You send in your application, they review it, I believe they do a background check, and then you go for an interview during which they decide if they want you or not. And after you get approved, you go through a ceremony and then you are a citizen.
Okay. How would you describe how you felt about the process?
Very excited.
Okay. How has gaining citizenship changed your life? Is your daily life different because of gaining citizenship?
No, my daily life is not different. On a practical level, when I travel, it is different. The visa requirements for a U.S. passport holder are different than for a South African passport holder. So there's a practical difference. The other difference is that now I can vote, which I do. Previously, I could not do that. But otherwise, life goes on as usual.
Okay. Now, do you feel the process was worthwhile?
Absolutely.
Okay. If you had to, would you do it again? Why or why not?
I will do it again. I have absolutely no regrets about having done it. And therefore, if I'm ever in this situation again, I wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
Okay. What would you tell someone who is thinking about or just starting the process of becoming a naturalized citizen? Examples include things to know before you start, whatever you do, don't do this, etc.
If I look at the physical process itself, it would be good to have someone who is familiar with immigration proceedings assist you. When I originally came to the US, there were many hoops through which I had to jump, and having an immigration attorney assist was invaluable. So that would be something that I would suggest. Other than that, I can't point to any specific things that went wrong or require attention. As long as you do follow the rules, then you should be fine.
I like that you explained the connections.
Thank you.
Now, my last question, would you change the process if you could? Explain why or why not.
That's a good question. I do not have any specific concerns with the process other than it was a fairly long process. I had my original visa for 7 years and then I got my green card. I had to hold that for 5 years before I could apply to become a citizen. Now, I think as a US citizen now, we want to make sure that only, I wouldn't say qualified people, but only, you don't want to have someone become a citizen if they shouldn't become a citizen because of whatever reason. And having a good time frame before you become that helps to make that determination. at the same time, in my case, 12 years is a long time. So that would be an area that could be explored. Would be ways in which the time before you can become a naturalized citizen could perhaps be shortened a little bit. Other than that, I think the process works.
Okay. And I like that you explained how it personally, well, not just personally affected you, but the way that it has, kind of, the way that it was analyzed and reflected after the process was done. And there's also things that people check for nowadays, including like background records, occupations, or maybe even in some rare cases, criminal records, because you never know who would be willing to make amends or who may still need a bit more time to improve themselves.
Exactly, and that's why, as I mentioned earlier, it's perhaps the long time before you can apply really is in some ways a good thing, because it allows you to weed out people naturally before they become citizens. So that's the good part of it. The bad part is, personally, it took me 12 years.
Mm. Well, thank you very much for doing this interview with me.
Well, my pleasure.
And I hope I see you again soon, either FaceTime or another visit.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.